What's up, guys? Welcome to a new video. My name is Joop from the Clips, aka Macaroni with the Cheese, and today, Saturday, 16th December, we're almost at the end of the year, 31 December, end of the year, and we're pretty much up in an Endyearsrally. But today, I'm bringing you some knowledge of what's really happened in the last few weeks. So, we got the Federal Reserve. They leave interest rate unchanged, indicates there will be 3 cuts coming in 2024. And I do think it could start around the second term, so second quarter, around May, April. So currently we're at the level of 5.25, as you can see, around 5.5, 5.25. And basically back when COVID in 2020, the money was pretty much free. And now at the end of 2022, beginning 2023, money was expensive because interest rates was going up. So we got a lot of changes to make because money was pretty much for free around COVID. Federal Reserve had to stimulate the market, so they pretty much flooded the market with a lot of money. So now we are paying a lot of money for it. So, but what does that mean for the overall market? So, by the way, today we're gonna talk about a few subjects. It will be a market update. We're gonna talk about the Federal Reserve. Pretty much I already started. We're gonna talk about the Dow Jones. We're gonna talk about gold. Mara, it's a Bitcoin miner. We're going to talk about the Fear and Greed Index, Coinbase, and last but not least, Baba. Baba, that's pretty much the Chinese Amazon. So those are the subjects that I'm going to talk today. So let's start with a quick market update. Let's start with the S&P 500. So the S&P 500 been making a run, as you can see, from our lows last year. This year, October 23, we pretty much went up all the way. Currently, the price of around 4,070.20, 4,070.90 to be exact. And we pretty much are, since that they heard that the Federal Reserve are not hiking more, that's a bullish momentum for the overall market, and pretty much went skyrocket for the Endyearsrally, because I do believe that we have an Endyearsrally. Matter of fact, we are in full effect of the Endyearsrally. So that's one of the things that I want to share with you guys. And I will check the SPY. The SPY is a good indicator ETF. Pretty much did the same move. And yeah, that's basically what we are seeing right now. I'll put it on a monthly. And back in October 23 this year, we pretty much were up in fear. And as you can see in my chart with my drawings, I do think that we could go higher. And around January, February, we have a peak of the market, and then we go down. That's pretty much my prediction, what I think. It's a possibility, so don't count on it, because everything that I say in the video is not financial advice, but I do think that this is what we're going to see for the next few weeks and months. So since the Federal Reserve made the decision that they will not hike anymore, but they will keep the interest rate at the same level, and that was pretty much bullish, and you pretty much saw that the overall market has been soaring up. And they do say they will have 3 cuts in 2024, and that's pretty much what we have in front of us. So very interesting. But what did that do with the overall market? So the overall market has been pushing up. As you can see, we still have a lot of space to go much further. And just to count some big players, we got Coinbase was going up since January lows of 24, around $30, is now at 147. We got Shopify been going up at its lows around October, around $25, is now 76. We got Google has not been doing it well. We got Meta. So the big players are doing it well. Keep in mind that they are pushing the overall market. So let's continue. So what we have seen is that the Dow Jones been pretty much making the Dow Jones are pretty much making an all-time high. It's pretty much been reaching a new level, as you can see, and that's the only market that's pretty much pushed up. It's not a big market, but I do have to share this knowledge with you guys that it pretty much been pushing up because the Federal Reserve made the decision. It was pretty much bullish news. They would say we're keeping it on the same level, and that's what basically happened with the Dow Jones. So gold, let's watch gold for now. So before we go with gold, let's start with the dollar. So as you already know, when the market is going up, the dollar is going down. We're currently at the price of 102, and we do think that gold can go much lower. And when dollar is going low, the overall market is going higher. So we at 102, and next level could be around the green line here. That's around the 50 MA. Yeah, the 50 SMA. So that's pretty much what I think that the dollar is gonna do, and there will be a lot of positivity. There will be good news for the overall market. Also, the 10-year yield is coming down. The next level could be around here, around 3.5. So if the yield is also coming down, there will be much more bullish news for the overall market, and I do think that's what's gonna happen. So let's switch up to gold. Currently price of gold is $2,019 per ounce, and it's basically making a bull flag, as you can see, and the bull flag is going up. So we could see some higher levels for gold in the next few weeks and months. I'm very bullish on gold. And yeah, it's very interesting. When the dollar is going down, gold is going up. So also the VIX, keep in mind the VIX is for the volatility. So the VIX is very low lately. So when the VIX is very low, it pretty much means that there is no fear in the market. Everything is smoothing out, and it's pretty much a green light for the stocks to go up. So fear, the VIX is pretty much telling you guys there's nothing to be fearless. But you can also see that in the fear and greed index, because the fear and greed index is around 67. Everyone is happy, but I do want to go much higher, around maybe 80, 90. Maybe then I would consider to sell some stocks. But for now, we can still manage. And as I always say, it's not timing the market, but time in the market. So we keep it level, and we just watching what the market is doing. So back in October 23 this year, we were in a lot of fear. That was a good moment to buy, and now we're on the opposite way of the game. We're at 67 in greed. Everyone is happy, so we gotta watch what the market is gonna do. So one of the things that I also want to share in 2024, a lot of people think, there's gonna be a lot of cutting, and we also have to consider and also have to be patient. So what the Federal Reserve is gonna do, a lot of analysts are basically telling what they think that the market is gonna do, but that's not the last talk, the last opinion, the last solution. So we all have to see what the Federal Reserve is going to do. But as you can see, this one was around 94%, and this one was around 4%. So a lot of people were pretty much sure that the Federal Reserve would not cut rates anymore. So as we go further in 2024, around March, the second quarter, almost at the end of the second quarter, March, we see that it's now around 62%, and this is around 6%. So you see the opinions are pretty much nuancing. They pretty much are spreading around what's really going to happen. So in May of 2024, you see that a lot of people think that they're going to be short, they're going to be more cutting rates, and you see it's pretty much really divided between 52% thinking about 4.75 and 36% thinking it will still stay around 5.25. So the opinions are pretty much around the place, but that's something we all have to consider. Okay. I also said something about the Fear and Greed Index. It's pretty much a bias index. It's not a precise one, but it pretty much can give you a narrative what's pretty much going up in the market. And Coinbase, I already said something about Coinbase. Coinbase is pretty much the #1 exchange. Why? Because the big boys like Binance are pretty much in a big conflict with the SEC. They got a big lawsuit, and the CEO of Binance pretty much stepped down. We got a new CEO, so it's a lot of uncertainty if we're talking about Binance. So I do think the next big player is Coinbase. It's gonna take over the #1 spot, and I do think that Coinbase is gonna be the big player. And keep in mind that the Bitcoin ETF still needs to be approved. We got a lot of big players like BlackRock is still waiting to get a piece of the pie, but let's see. Oh. Let's see what BlackRock is doing. BlackRock also talked about a partnership with Coinbase, so that's pretty much what I think is gonna happen. So keep in mind, partnering with Coinbase could hinder bid for Bitcoin ETF approval, but trust me, they're gonna make it happen. They're really gonna make it happen, because there's only one player on the market right now. We already dropped FTX with Sam Bankman-Fried, and now we just dropped Binance with Xi Jinping, and now the only one we got is Coinbase. So I do think there's gonna be a big play, guys. So keep in mind that IPO of Coinbase was around 400, and it dropped down significantly, and we're basically gonna make the first bull run for Coinbase. So this is a big move for you guys, so keep that in mind. So last but not least, Baba. Baba is basically the Amazon of China, and they pretty much had a big play, but they're down now 80%, and lately it's been making a little run, but then it's went down, it's been a run. But keep in mind, guys, keep in mind, Baba been making a lot of money. The revenue per year is still good, it's still positive, so keep that in mind. Baba still making a lot of money. You can check what the revenue is. Currently the price of Baba is at $74 per share, and we can see what the financials are of Baba. So the net income is around 127, multiple by 1,000, all numbers in thousands. So they pretty much are doing big. Total revenue is 914 million. So, and their balance sheet, they're doing it good, guys. Let's see how much money they got in their pocket, man. As you can see, Baba's making money. Back in 2020, 180. 2021 231, then they went back in 2022 142, and this year 199. Man, Baba got money, so don't get fooled by the stock price that's down, because Baba is pretty much a positive company. They're all in profit, so we could go back in the winnings, back in the green numbers, so keep that in mind. So that's basically the subject that I want to share with you guys, and I want to end this video with the 18.6 cycle, and we currently here here's where we are. We currently here, almost at the peak, and I do think that we could have a peak here around January 2024, February, and then we go down. That's the same moment when Trump is gonna take the position of the United States, the presidency, and it's pretty much a prediction that I'm making. It's not something that I really think is gonna happen because I don't have a glass ball, but this is basically what I do think is gonna happen. And this in front of you is the 18.6 cycle, and it's basically telling you that the overall market is always going in big cycles. With the first 7 years it's going, then we had COVID around 2020, and then it's going down, and then our making for the next 7 years is going up, and then this is where we at around 2023, and then we'll have a major recession, as you can see, around 2025, 2026. So that's what I think is going to happen. Is basically an overall of how the market is shifting, and we have to keep the big play. We have to zoom out when we are working with charts and making those analyses, those financial analyses. We not have to be very zoomed in. So I'm pretty much an investor. I'm not trading every day, and I basically buy cheap and sell high. That's basically what I'm doing, but we have to zoom out. Most people, they're pretty much invested every day trading. That's also a way to make money, but that's not the way that I'm making money. And yeah, so I want to end this video with the 18.6. Go check it out, and go follow this person, because that's the person that pretty much thought about the 18.6 year real estate economic cycle for 2023-2024. And yeah, his name is Jason Piscino. He has a YouTube channel. So, and yeah, he's also talking about the 18.6 year real estate cycle, and he started educating himself on the cycle back in 2012 with the GFC, Great Financial Crisis. So go check his YouTube out and learn about the 18.6 cycle. So that is it for now. A short video on this Saturday, 16 December. We're almost at the end of the year, almost at the Endyearsrally. And follow me on my Twitter account, follow me on my YouTube, follow me on social media, TikTok, everything, and go get you some gems. We're living in a pretty much cautious time. There's a lot of things going on in the world, but there's a lot of free information on the market to educate yourself. So with that being said, keep your eyes on the money and follow me on my YouTube channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bang, bang. Peace. We out. Have a great weekend.